Hey, honey?
Yeah, what's up?
Three, two, one. Try that again. Let's get some water in first. Alright. Do, re, mi, fa, la, si, o. Alright. Sisters of Battle Index Review in 3, 2, 1. Hey everybody, it's your boy Fen here on the Board Barista Network with another 10th edition Warhammer 40k Index Review. Today we got the Sisters of Battle, the Nuns with Guns, the Adeptus Sororitas. And this is actually my much more competitive army. I actually one of the few tournaments I got to play for 9th edition. This actually placed me 3rd out of 6. And I'm pretty sure if I would have had the fully painted army bonus, I would have probably gotten 2nd. And if I would have held one objective longer for one more turn, I could have gotten 1st. Like I was just 18 points off of behind 1st place. And if I could have just made our game be a 4-point switch and just got actually it was 38 points off from 1st place, but if I would have got my painted army bonus, that would have given me an extra 30 points, would have held one objective longer, would have been able to flip that, and could have gotten 1st. It was just so close. And I was kind of mad that I wasn't able to play any more Sisters tournaments after that. It would have been fun. I really loved the the Necromunda data pack. The secondaries for Sisters were amazing at that point. And I feel like we've been getting hit with the nerf hammer ever since. So let's dive into the nerfs, but some of the cool stuff that we've got coming in Sisters of Battle. So as always, we're going to dive in with the army rules. They retained the miracle dice. The Axe of Faith unit abilities are still the same from 9th edition. How you gain the miracle dice is a little bit different this time. You get one at the start of each player's turn. So beginning of my turn, roll a d6. I can use that result as any number of different dice rolls. And each time one of my Adeptus Sororitas units is destroyed, so this is actually the Armored Ladies little benefit they got for gaining miracle dice, is any of their units got killed, they got one. So yeah, you keep a pool. You get to use these for advanced roll, one of the dice in an advanced roll, one of the dice in the battle shock test, one of the dice in the charge roll. That's changed. You can't use 2 anymore. You can replace a damage roll, a hit roll, saving throw, or wound roll. So basically, if you shooting those meltas within melta range, that's 8 damage going straight into something, which is something I always love doing in 9th edition. Making sure you can get some of those good jetpack sisters in there with a charge, or your Repentia. Anybody, basically any unit that's wielding chainswords or eviscerators, you want to get them in there with a charge. With this, I gotta make a 7-inch charge. All right, I just use the 6 auto. Gonna pass this. Can't get the 2 dice to be able to go. Gonna go 12. So, detachment rule. Like I said, we're playing Martyred Ladies really with this detachment. So you got Blood of Martyrs is their rule. And this is each time an Adeptus Sororitas model from your army makes an attack, add 1 to the hit roll if that unit is below its starting strength, and add 1 to the wound roll if it's below half strength. And for vehicles, For the purpose of this ability, a unit with a starting strength of 1 is considered below starting strength while it's lost 1 or more wounds. So basically, any of your vehicles, your characters, they lose a wound, they're automatically going to be, hitting on 2s. So it's nice. I've got a good number of vehicles. I don't have all the vehicles in the sisters list, but I do have some of the big gun variants. Alright, for stratagems, Divine Intervention. Any phase when one Adeptus assists a unit from your army that was just destroyed, you can use a stratagem even if that unit was just destroyed. Okay. So basically, unit gets destroyed, a character unit. You can discard 1 to 3 miracle dice and bring it back with back on the field as close as possible where it was destroyed, but not within engagement range. And it comes back with a number of wounds equal to miracle dice. So this one hasn't changed since 9th edition. Divine Intervention is still the same thing. Restrictions: you can't use it on Celestine because Celestine has an automatic. She can get back up, but you can use it on any of the other characters, any other name characters. So even Triumph of the St. Catherine or Morn Val, and bring those back. That's not bad. Light of the Emperor, command phase. 1 Adeptus Orruks unit from below starting strength for the purpose of the stratagem. If a unit has starting strength 1, then if it's lost 1 or more wounds. Until the end of turn, you can ignore any or all modifiers to its characteristics and any other roll or test made for it, including modifiers to saving throws. Excluding modifiers to saving throws. So basically, you can ignore everything except for AP and cover. That's not bad. Definitely sometimes when you're going to have a sororitas unit that's lost a model or 2, it's going to be suffering some penalties. You can just be like, nah, we're ignoring that. Holy Rage. 1 unit from your army that has not been selected to fight this phase. Until the end of the phase, each time a model unit makes a melee attack, add 1 to the wound roll. So this is your being able to take down your big tanks with your Repentia squad. It's basically giving them a +1 to wound. Making them hit harder. Spirit of the Martyr. Fight phase. After an enemy unit has selected its targets, one of the Adeptus Orruks unit was selected as a target for 1 or more attacks. The effect is until the end of phase, each time a model in your unit is destroyed, the model is not fought. Okay, so basically you're going to give a fight on death. So if they get fights first, they charge in, you're going to lose some Repentia, you're basically going to spend your 2 CP, pop this, and all those Repentia are going to fight on death. Good stratagem. Good stratagem. Suffer and Sacrifice. So, yeah, this used to be, I think this actually used to be a character ability in 9th edition, but it was just for characters. Yeah, so an infantry or a walker unit, so basically that counts as anything that's in a war suit or anything that's on foot. Use it at the start of the fight phase. Till the end of the phase, each time an enemy model with engagement range of your unit selects target, it must select your unit. Okay, so basically you can pick one of your things and be like, no, you have to wait, you have to beat on this until it's dead, and then you can attack my other stuff. So, really... really nice way to like double charge, be able to like, okay, I'm gonna get a unit of war suits in here, I'll get a unit of Repentia. Okay, you have to fight the war suits first, let them soak up the damage, and let your Repentia clean up the mess. Or even just do it with some battle sisters, throw them out as a sacrificial unit. Basically lets you create a pseudo counter charge type scenario. I like it. I'll probably use that a bunch. The one I definitely will be using a bunch is this one, is Rejoice the Fallen. In your opponent's unit phase, just after an enemy has resolved its attacks, 1 Adeptus Orruks unit from your army that had 1 or more of its models destroyed as a result of the attack unit's attacks. The unit can shoot as if it's your shooting phase, but it must target only the enemy, that enemy when doing so. So basically, if they light up one of your units of sisters, you lose 1 or 2, you can just turn around and return fire. That's going to be great with Retributor squads. Well, actually, it would have been great with retributor squads, but we're going to be talking about retributor squads in a moment because they done did the retributor squads dirty, okay? But it was in the spirit of game balance, so I'll save my rant for that till we get to it. Okay, the enhancements. These again are if you've been following these index reviews, this is what they're doing instead of relics and warlord traits. You get to pick up to 3 of these in a 2,000 point mission to be able to go, okay, I'm going to put this, and this on my sisters. First one we have is Saintly Example. When the bear is destroyed, you gain an additional D3 miracle dice. That's awesome. You always want to have more miracle dice, especially if you've got a suicidal... Like, I wish I would have had this for something I could put with my Dogmata back in 9th edition, but Dogmata got changed up a bit. But I used to have her be a Smash Donna, run her out, sacrifice her, let her die. But she'd fight 3 times, so that would have been good. But no. Fight 3 times, kill a knight, and gain D3 miracle dice. Too good. Still, nice little one. Ability to have if you got a spare one you want to have. The Blade of St. Eleanor. This is where you get your very this is where you get your smash character. Start as model only. Add 1 to the attacks, strength, and damage characteristic of the bear's melee weapons. If it's lost 1 or more wounds, which basically means if she's below starting strength, then you get to add 2 to the attack, strength, and damage characteristics. This will make a canoness really powerful, especially when her bodyguard unit's gone and she's just by herself. She's like, Blade of St. Eleanor. Just start chopping dudes up, because that's 2 attacks base. Even with just the natural bonus, she can kill a Gravis Space Marine with straight up damage, or a Terminator on 4. She can chop a freaking Outrider down with one successful converted hit. It's pretty good. Next one is Litanies of Fate. This is one this is one I will basically take every single time. At the end of the command phase, if the bear is on the battlefield, you can reroll miracle dice from your dice pool and return. You can basically be like, okay, that 1, I want to try to go for a 6. If the bear's unit has lost 1 or more wounds, or is leading a unit that is below half strength, you can reroll up to 3. Just getting to reroll 1 to get a better die in your pool, amazing. Because the way they've reworked morale, you don't really want 1s. You want something better than a 1. And just being able to, especially if they've been punishing and hurting on that character's unit, and killed 1 or 2 of its bodyguards, then yeah, getting 3 miracle dice just reconverted, that's amazing. I will probably never leave home without my Litanies of Fate. And the Mantle of Ophelia. This is a Canis or Palatine model only. Basically, -1 damage. And of course, that cannot be reduced down to 0, so it automatically means... Oh, that's changed the damage to characteristic to 1. This is Tanhazard Bones from Black Templars in 9th edition. That's good. That is really good. That can make a canoness into 1 tanky survivor sister, and I think Litanies of Faith I'll put on my Hospitaller, because she'll be giving her related squad a 5-up feel, the feel no pain. Mental Feel will go on my canoness, and I think the Blade, St. Eleanor, probably go on somebody else, but those 3 are definitely the ones I'll be thinking about playing. Oh, just all damage, just gets shot by a giant knight weapon. It's like, meh, 1 damage. Alright, into the actual data sheets proper. We got Morn Val. Stat line, yeah, AP of weapons have gone down a little bit. Ranges have changed, but still liking her profile for weapons. A lot of this, movements, toughness, strength, all that type of stuff kind of stayed the same from last time. She's 2 objectives secured. Well, objective controlled. She's got the 4 of invuln as a character should have. She does have deadly demise and leader as her core abilities, and her special abilities is Abyss Sanctorum. While it's leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll and reroll the wound roll. So, full rerolls to her squads. Righteous Repugnance. Once per battle in your command phase, this model can use its ability. If it does, until the start of your next command phase, you get to add 3 to the attack's characteristics of both her ranged weapon and melee weapon. So that's going to take that up to her signature link. So that's going to take the Fidalis from sustained hits 1, 3 attacks to 6 attacks. And it's basically a heavy bolter. It hits on 2, so that's good. And the Lance can either be 8 attack strike profile or 13 attacks in the sweep profile. That's not bad. That's not bad. Who can she lead? She can only lead Paragon Warsuits. Well, it's a good thing I'm getting a unit of those at the tail end of my Imperium magazine, because without those, I have no bodyguards for her. Yep. It's that leadership tax. It's that whole thing. You got those cool HQ units. You've got to buy all the related model kits to go with them, because it's the only way it's going to work in this edition. Oh well. Canoness. Yeah, again, hasn't really changed. The war gear options are pretty much all the same. It's really the special ability. It's really the special abilities and what can they lead that's really changed between 9th and 10th edition. Lead the Righteous. While this model is leading a unit, each time a model in that unit makes an attack, you can reroll the hit roll. So she's half of a Morin Val. Emperor's Grace. Once per battle at the start of a phase, this model can use the ability. If it does, until the end of the phase, the model has a 2+ invulnerable save. So if you're going to get shot down on some really high AP weapons with her, and you know she's going to get shot by something really heavy, just pop that, and or you're going to be crazy and send her into fight something that's going to hit really hard back. Yeah, time for that 2-up invuln. The cool thing is you give her the ability where all the damage she takes get reduced to 1, then it's like, oh yeah, I can totally. I got what, 4 wounds? She could take a night. Not really, but she could try. She can be kitted out with a Null Rod. Bear's unit have 4+ field no fan against psychic attacks. You can get a Rod of Office. Send the Bear's unit selected the target with Stratagem. Then on a 4+, you can gain 1 CP. I like that. Being able to make some of the 1 CP stratagems cost just 0 effectively, or just the 2 CP ones basically cost 2 because you get refunded. Still going to need the CP to be able to use those abilities, but you'll get the CP back. Who can she lead? She can lead Battle Sister Squads and Celestin Sacrosants. Yeah, I need to get some Sacrosants for my army because I don't have them, and a lot of the characters lead them. So I think my Canoness is just going to be hanging out with a Battle Sister Squad. Palatine, she got Scout 6, so in order for that Scout ability to work, every model in the unit has to have Scout, and then they can transfer it over to their vehicle. So she's going to need to get paired up with something else that's got Scout. Fury the Righteous. While this model is leading a unit, it's equipped by models in that unit have the lethal hits ability, so basically it's the same thing as a lieutenant ability. Rapturous Blows. Each time this model is selected to fight, you can discard 1 miracle die. If you do, until the start of the phase, each time a melee attack by this model scores a wound, the target suffers 1 mortal wound in addition to any normal damage. She has an attacks profile of 4 with her Palatine Blade. Yeah, you might be able to get an extra mortal in there. It's 2 damage. AP -2. Get lucky with some 6s. What can she lead? She can lead the Battle Sister Squad, the Cells and Sacrifice, the Dominion Squad, and the Sisters Novitiate Squad. I'm really thinking that she is probably going to go with my Dominion Squad or with my Sisters Novitiate Squad. Although I'm still working on my list. I'd like to have her be able to get that forward movement with the Dominion Squad. But the Sisters Novitiate Squad, that lethal hits ability, giving lethal hits to all of those attacks, really nice. Okay, I do not have a Junith in my collection, so we're going to skip over. I do have a missionary. What's he got? War Hymn. While this model's leading unit, melee weapons equipped by that unit have the sustain hits 1 ability, so it's kind of a melee lieutenant setup. I do have a good little army of arcoflagellants that this guy can be leading around the battlefield, so yeah, definitely going to pair him up with my big squad of those. Holy Piety is his other ability. Each time this model makes a melee attack, unless the model's unit is battle shocked, you can reroll the hit roll. Yeah, so as long as they're not battle shocked, you're getting reroll hits. Nice. This one can lead Arcoflagellants, Battle Sister Squad, Crusaders, and Sisters Novitiate Squad. So yeah, even if I don't want to run with the Flagellants, I can still run it with the Novitiate Squad, because I got my Novitiate Squad kitted out for melee, so it's definitely going to be a melee character leader. St. Celestine, wish I had one, don't have one. So Triumph of St. Catherine, I talked about that in the spoiler episode. Don't need to talk about it again. Also, don't own one yet. Still need to get one. Demofuge, don't own that one. I am missing like 8 or 10 actual data sheets in the entire thing, and a lot of them are all characters. Battle Sister Squad, again, I just want to touch base on this real quick. I know I talked about it in the last time I was talking about Sisters for 10th edition, but just in case, Cherub, you can, every time you perform an act of faith, you gain 1 miracle dice, so you're getting refunded your miracle dice when you pop your cherubs out of these squads. Defenders of the Faith, at the end of your command phase, for each objective marker you control that has 1 or more units from your army with this ability within range of it, you gain 1 miracle die. So if you've got 3 Battle Sister Squad and you control 3 objectives, you're getting 3 miracle dice. That's awesome. And they can be kitted out with an Simulacrum Imperialis, and each time you kill a unit with this unit, you gain a miracle dice. So there's a lot of ways. Like, I think I did the math up. You can get like 7 miracle dice in a turn with these girls. You just need 3 and 3 cherubs, and just kill and just have all 3 units just gun down the same thing, and it's like, we got it. If you get really lucky, there's a lot of miracle dice you can go through in 1 turn. Okay, so we're looking at the war gear options haven't changed for the squad. The unit composition you can no longer do 5 Battle Sister Squad. You can no longer do a minimum squad. It has to be 10 now. And I understand how it works for balance and making the game be more consistent, but still it throws me off, because I could have like 10. I could have like, not 10, but I could have like 8 Battle Sister Squads if I finagled around the ones I've got, because I've got 8 Simulacrum Imperialis, but I don't have enough Battle Sisters to actually be able to make the full squads work, because I kit bashed a bunch to have the Simulacrum. So I gotta leave like 10 of my sisters out of my army because they're modeled wrong and it can't be put into the right size units. So it's a small problem. It's not a big problem. I just need to get another Battle Sister Squad, and then I can finagle everything around. But yeah. Alright, Sisters Novitiate Squad. Not a lot of change here. They can get the Sacred Manor, so they can get the reroll event. They can get reroll advantage and charge rolls. I don't have them kitted out like that. I've got them with the Simulacrum Imperialis, so they get the Miracle Die when they destroy something. They get the Impetuous Fervor. Each time a model in this unit makes an attack, reroll hit roll 1, so they don't need to be near a cannon nest. They auto reroll 1s. If the target of that attack is an enemy unit within range of an objective marker, you can get the full hit roll. Ooh. And so they got novitiate melee weapons, give them 2 attacks. The power sword on the leader gives them 2 attacks. So yeah, they went down a lot in attacks. Like, you can get these things up to like 5 attacks each and get 50 attacks in the old edition, but it's still not bad. It's not bad. When we get the Bloody Roses attachment, we'll talk, but yeah. So Sister Novitiate is equipped with bolt pistol, bolt gun, and close combat weapons. You can switch around the bolt gun for the for the novitiate weapons. I got the the novitiate superior. I got her kitted out with the plasma pistol and power sword option. Their squad was always locked to 10, so no issues there. I do not own these two. I do not own a Magifier. Do not own a Dialogus. Don't own a Preacher. Don't own some Sacrestants. Wish I did. I do have the Hospitaller. And one of the things I don't like that they took away from the Hospitaller is she no longer has the ability to bring back dead models. So what she does do is she, instead of giving a 6-up feel no pain, she gives a 5-up feel no pain to the unit she's leading. That's better. And at the end of your movement phase, you can select one character unit to that's within 3 inches and heal them up to 3 lost wounds. You can only a unit can only be affected by this ability once per turn, so you can't go bing bing. But you can just go bing. Pink them up once. Hospitaller can lead Battle Sister Squad, Sacrestant's Dominion Squad, Retributor Squad, which is where you're gonna put her. Those Melta Sisters need a 5-up feel no pain, and the Sisters Novitiate Squad, they don't need a 5-up feel no pain. Dogmata has Executioner of Heretics. An enemy unit within 6 inches is small. Each time a battle shock or leadership test is taken, subtract 1 from the test. And unflinching determination, while this model is leading a unit, add 1 to the objective control characteristic that was in that unit. So this unflinching determination, that basically is the old give obsec to the squad that's nearby. And Executioner Heretics, that's pretty good. Like a -1, subtract 1 from the battle shock. There's not a lot of things in this codex that force battle shock, so other than just straight up like merkin units, but it's all right. I miss my Smash Donna. I miss being able to do the prayers and give her extra attacks and all that stuff, but it's all right. She can go with the Battle Sister Squad, Sense, Dominion Squad, Retributor Squad. I mean, I'd probably take her with with the Battle Sister Squad. Make him OBSEC 3. Objective Control 3. Paragon Warsuits. Don't own any of these yet. I am planning on getting them. They do look amazing. Repentia Squad. So I'm actually happy that I did not get rid of my Repentia Superiors from the both the Repentia kit and the Imperium magazine, because yeah, you have to have, you don't have to have a Repentia Superior. Well, yeah, you do. You do. You have to have 1 Repentia Superior and then 4 to 9 Repentia. So I'm glad I did not kit batch them and get rid of them. So yeah, I'm happy we're staying with them. So the abilities for this is a 5-up feel no pain. That is nice. 5-up feel no pain. automatically, so they don't need a hospitaller to come with them. They're already set. Overseer Redemption, while a superior is still alive, each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, you can reroll the hit roll. If this unit made a charge move, you can reroll the wound roll. So basically getting that nice zealot full rerolls ability on this squad. Again, you got to have one superior, and they can have 4 to 9. I love that they actually made the min squads for the stuff that was like small squads in the combat patrol part of these data slates, because then it would have been really annoying not being able to be like, well, I've only got 4 Repentia and a Repentia Superior. They're making it good so you can bring that stuff in. Crusaders, I don't own any Crusaders. I don't own any Death Cult Assassins. Dominion Squad, I do have enough sisters to be able to field one of these. They do have the Scout 6. So if they're in a vehicle with the Palatine, then you can definitely move that vehicle 6 inches. Well, 6-inch pregame move. They have Cherubs as well, so they get to pop 1 in order to refund a miracle die. They have the Holy Vanguard. You can reroll advanced rolls for this unit, so that's good, getting them in. They can also take this Milacrum Imperialis each and gain a miracle dice. They've got lots of special weapons here, so you can definitely kit them out, but I think up to 4 models in the unit can have it, and it has to be a 10 sister unit, just like you're using the full thing. Those used to be 5, and that used to be great, because then you could get them in Immolator and move that sucker up, but not anymore. Seraphim Squad, I do have these. Still got the same war gear options, pretty much same kind of stats. They got the deep strike ability because they're jetpack sisters. Angelic Ascent, in your shooting phase, after this model is shot, if it is not within engagement range of any enemy units, it can make a normal 6-inch move. If it does, it can't charge. That's okay. It's a shooty sister squad anyways. I just want to get them up in range for flamers and then pull them back, as you definitely do want to take the 4 hand flamers that you can take with that squad, and these can be in squads of 5 to 10, so that's good. Zephyrim Squad. They have anything else? No, that's their whole thing. Alright, so Zephyrim Squad's got the deep strike ability. They've got the melee weapons. You can put a plasma pistol on the yeah, you can put the plasma pistol on the sister superior of the squad. They've got embodied prophecy. Each time a model in this unit makes a melee attack, if this unit made a charge move, add 1 to the strength characteristic. So they're just going to go up to like strength 5 when you charge in with them. That's not bad. They can be equipped with a Sacred Banner to get a reroll advance and charge rolls. Not bad. And again, 1 superior and then 4 to 9 Zephyrim, so it's cool. Retributor squads, woo! My favorite. I've got a Flamer Retributor squad and I've got a Melter Retributor squad. You don't need a Heavy Bolter Retributor squad. You just need those 2. Yeah, this has got Cherubs, and the Cherubs used to be ammo Cherubs for the Retributor squad. Now they're just straight up regular Cherubs. But you get 2 of them, so they twice per battle. When they perform an act of faith, you can gain 1 miracle die. So no double shooting, but you are able to refund your miracle dice. Storm Retribution. Each time this model makes a ranged attack, reroll wound roll 1. So good, so good. I hated not. You know, like rolling a 1 for a Meltagun is just, in 9th edition, was just sad because you were wounding so much stuff on 2s. And here's the other sad thing about the Retributor squad: you can only take 5. You cannot put a Sanctum Imperialis with them. You can't add some extra sisters just to soak up wounds, you're only running 5. And that made me really sad. Mortifiers, don't have any mortifiers. Penitent engines, I do have 2 of these. And the one thing I do like about this is 2 things I like about this is they got a 5-up feel no pain. So they're going to be able to stick around a little bit longer. And they have the only thing I've seen that gives advance and charge in the same turn. They're endless suffering. I wish something else had this. Yeah. Exorcist. Don't own an Exorcist. Need to get one because they're really good. I do have a Castigator. I like the battle. I got it equipped with a battle cannon. I do like that. Blast, ignores cover. 4 to 9 shots, strength 10. It's the most powerful thing they got in there, except for the hunter killer missiles. And those all being free are definitely nice to have against knights. Rites of Castigation. Each time this model makes an attack with his Castigator autocannons that targets an enemy infantry unit, you can reroll the hit roll. And each time this model makes an attack with his Castigator battle cannon that targets an enemy monster or vehicle, you can reroll the hit roll. After model shot, select one enemy unit that was hit by the Castigator autocannons or Castigator battle cannon this phase must take a battle shock test. So you can fire your big gun, battle shock them, and yeah, nice. Degraded one's got 4 less wounds remaining. No, I don't think they did it dirty. I think it's good. The Rhinos have self-repair back. Awesome. Just being able to get back 1 wound a turn is nice. The firing deck 2, this is the only firing deck options you've got for it. The fact that it can transport 12 characters, so you're able to put your 12 infantry, so you can put some guns up in there to shoot out of, is nice. Not too bad. Deadly minus 3, so anything that's within 6 inches, when this thing blows up, it's going to take D3 damage. Can't transplant jump pack models or the Triumph of St. Catherine, and only infantry, so no war suits. Immolator! Alright, this one's cool. Fire support in your shooting phase. After this model has shot, select one enemy unit hit by one or more of his attacks until the end of the phase. Each time a friendly model that disembarked from this transport this turn makes an attack, targets an enemy unit can reroll the wound roll. So, yeah, that is nice. It transports 6, so you can get a 5 sister squad. So some retributors and character, and not too shabby. You can get some options in there. Just not bad at all. Still like it. Just wish there was a way to be able to get a unit in there that can give this thing scout. But I think if you do that, you gotta have like a Palatine by herself without a without anything else in the vehicle, and she's just like, I'm in here. Or yeah, because I think that she's the only one that you can get the smaller unit for. So yeah, I don't know. Arc of Flagellants. I think they're cool. 4-up, feel no pain, so half the time they're not taking a damage. Exterminus trigger word. Each time a unit is selected to fight, you can choose to invoke its Exterminus trigger word. If you do, to have an attack characteristic of 6 and a hazardous ability. So it goes up from 4 attacks, sustained hits, twin linked, to 6 attacks, and you have to make a hazardous check. But yeah, not bad at all. I'd run some of those. And again, they're set up so you can run 3 to 10. So you can actually use the yeah, you can run the ones from the combat patrol. Again, with the points system, the way it's set up, you're either paying for a 3-man unit or you're paying for a 10-man unit. You're not paying per model. You're paying which of the 2 units your max number you're going to allow yourself, and that's it. We are through the codex. So a lot of stuff I like to use in Sisters is gone, but a lot of stuff is new and fresh. I don't think they did the sisters all that dirty. I need jerk reaction of like, it's change and I don't like change. Really messed me up. But now I've gone through this a couple times. I've looked it over. I can't wait to get my sisters a battle on the tabletop. Let me know what army you're looking forward to playing in this new edition. What's your jam? What you're really itching to get on the table? And I'll see you next time. This has gone on too long. Peace.
Hey everybody, thanks for staying till the end of the episode. Remember to like, share, subscribe. Follow us on Facebook at Board Barista Productions. And if you want to support us, Patreon link at the bottom.